Hello dear students, welcome to science class. So today we are going to learn about the part 2 session of the lesson motion and time. So in the last class only we have learned about the speed. So what is speed? The definition of speed was learned and the formula to calculate speed was also learned. So what was the definition of speed? The distance covered by an object in unit time is called speed, and the formula was speed is nothing but distance covered by time taken. And today I want to show the way how to remember the formulas for distance, speed and time. Okay, so can you see this triangle? In this triangle they have given d, s, okay, and t. So here d is equal to s into t. So you can easily remember this. Just write, put a triangle and write d s slash t. Okay, so now see nicely we can remember d is equal to s into t. Okay, and s is equal to d divided by t, and t is equal to d divided by s. So by this way we can easily remember the formula to calculate distance, speed and time. Okay, so if you get the problem or a question to calculate the speed, you can clearly put this formula and can write for speed, time and distance. Next in your book, that is table 13.4, they have asked you to calculate the speed of some animals. Okay, so they have given the name of some animals and they also given the speed of the animal in kilometer per hour. Okay, so these are the speed of the animal in kilometer per hour. And now what we have to do is you have to convert this speed in kilometer per hour into meter per second. So we have to convert kilometer into meter and hour into second. The first one is done to you in the textbook itself. So 320. Okay, how much? What is the hour? 1 hour. In 1 hour it has covered 320 kilometers. So when we convert it into meters, 320 into 1000. Remember this. And 1 hour into 60. If you convert it into 60, it becomes minute, and again if you multiply into 60, it becomes second. So you can cancel all the zeros and this is what you will get. You can also put it in decimal form also. So these are the see here they have introduced converted everything into kilometer per hour into meter per second, and these are the answers. So if you want further you can divide, otherwise you can keep it like this. So this is the activity or the table they have given in table 13.4. Now the very important thing, that is in this chapter we are going to learn about simple pendulum. So simple pendulum means I already told this simple pendulum in for the example for oscillatory motion. Okay, so now we will see what it is. So here for a simple pendulum you can see the metallic ball and a thread of 1 meter. Okay, down it is a metallic ball. Okay, it is having weight. Okay, so that metallic ball is called bob. So what we are doing, we are just making this bob to go to and fro. So to and fro movement of a bob is nothing but oscillatory motion. Okay, because it is coming. Can you see the extreme position A and B? Yes. And can you see the mean position? Can you see the mean position? Okay. So this is the mean position. So every time this bob has to move from one end to the other end, from one extreme position to the other extreme position through mean position. Hence it is a oscillatory motion. Can you see how the bob is moving from one end to the other end through mean position? Actually this is oscillatory motion, not periodic motion. Okay, so how the bob moves? See, it moves from O to A, and again from A it moves to B, and again it goes to O. Okay, so when it completes one rotation, from the time taken by the bob to complete one oscillation is called period of the pendulum. So see students, the bob is starting its position from O to A, and next it goes to A to B, okay, and again it goes to B to O, and this is nothing but one oscillation. Okay, see here, what is one oscillation? One oscillation means the movement of the bob from O to A to B, and B to O. This is one oscillation. It is called one oscillation. So now we want this one oscillation. We need to calculate this one oscillation. And what is this one oscillation? The definition is as come in the screen. See, time taken by the bob to complete one oscillation is called the time period of the pendulum. So what it is called? Time period. Time taken by the bob to complete one oscillation is called time period of the pendulum. Okay, understood? Don't forget about time period. Okay, time period. Now see, this is the practical we have to do in the school. Every year we used to do this practical. Okay, so this bob is will be the weight of about 1 gram. Okay, so what we are doing, see, the bob along with the thread, okay, which is tied at the top, is made to stay in the rest position. So the rest position is nothing but the mean position. So we have to actually, when it is standing straight, which is when it is at the rest position, it will be always in the mean position. So they have marked that mean position also on the ground. Okay, so this bob and the thread will be above above the ground. It is not touching the ground. Understood? Okay, so now what happens? What we have to do is we have to take this bob slightly to the left or to the right. Before that, we have to take the stopwatch and we have to start measuring the time. See here, what have we done now? The bob is taken to the left and it is released, and as soon as the bob is released, we have to on the stopwatch, okay, to read the time. And what we have to do is we have to count the number of oscillation. We have to count 20 oscillation. Okay, and you know what is oscillation? One oscillation. So like that we have to count 20 oscillation. Okay, so we have to start counting 20 oscillation. After 20 oscillation, we have to stop the stopwatch. Understood? So see here what we are doing. See here, can you see the chart? Time taken for 20 oscillation. So what is the time? You have to read there. Put there, that is 42 seconds, 41 seconds and 43 seconds. And next we have to calculate the time period. So to calculate the time period, we have formula, that is time taken divided by number of oscillation. The number of oscillation we have counted it as 42, and what is the time taken? That is 42. So number of oscillation was 20. We have counted 20 oscillation, and hence we can write the time period. Okay. So this is what